Welcome to Goofing Off-Road. My name's Tony. If you've ever watched any of the recovery videos, you'll see people using these high lift jacks. It's one of those super versatile tools that you'd rather have in the truck and not need it than need it when you're out on the trail and not have it in the truck. The high lift jack's pretty heavy and you don't want it bouncing around when you're driving off-road. I'm going to put this high lift jack in the bed of the Power Wagon using the high lift flat surface mount. Let me show you how to do it. You're going to need a drill and a center punch, 3/4 and 7/16 wrenches, blue tape and a marker, a pilot bit and a 3/8 inch bit, and 1/4 inch 20 riv nuts and a riv nut tool. The high lift flat mount bracket comes with all the parts you need to install it, nuts and bolts to mount the standoff brackets to a flat surface, carriage bolts to mount the high lift jack, and even a handle keeper strap. We're going to start off by inserting the carriage bolt through the bracket, putting on the split washer and then the 3/4 inch nut. And then securing it with a 3/4 inch wrench. The next thing to do is to put the mounts onto the high lift. That way you'll know they'll line up with the holes. Put them roughly where you want them to be. You can always move them later. With the brackets attached to the high lift jack, move it into place and make sure that the brackets line up properly with the side of the truck and that the jack is where you want it to be. I then put blue tape on the side of the bed. So that I can put the bracket back and mark where the holes go. With the location for your holes marked, you can center punch the holes, drill your pilot holes, drill your holes, and then insert the riv nuts. To make this easier, I'm going to use this riv nut tool. You simply screw the riv nut onto the end here like this, put the riv nut in the hole, and then squeeze the handles, and I don't know if you can see that, but it squeezes the riv nut around the surface. It just makes the install a lot quicker and easier. Because I have the ram boxes, I was only able to get the riv nuts into 3 out of the 4 holes, but I think that will be okay because the weight of the jack is on the bed of the truck. With the holes drilled and the riv nuts inserted, loosely install the bracket against the side of the bed. Put the high lift back on the bracket so that the nose of the high lift is on the bed of the truck, so the bed of the truck takes the weight. Then secure the high lift to the bracket and tighten up the bracket bolts on this one end. Then position the second bracket and mark where the holes need to go. I held the bracket back in place and then center punched the holes in the middle of the slots for the bracket. Now drill the holes and put the riv nuts in. Install the second bracket loosely and then we can see how the high lift fits on the brackets. With the jack in place, tighten up the bolts on the bracket to hold it in the right spot. That's it. The high lift jack is installed and secure in the bed of the truck. Those mounts are pretty easy to use, but you might be asking yourself, how am I going to use a high lift jack when there's no rock sliders or big bumpers on the truck? I'm going to use this handy thing called a lift mate from High Lift. and you basically put it on the spokes of the wheel and lift the wheel up. I figure I'm probably only going to be lifting one wheel at a time, so that's probably going to be okay for now. I hope this video was useful. Please like and subscribe for more cool videos.